Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands.
Can bring on head clashes.
Touch them up, bang at the belt.
Those trenches, they have been
both undefeated. Valdez, title is active or putting his title on the line. He owns the second highest knockout percentage. Round number 1.
Servania has been on the...
Servania to me just looks so physically. She just threw a hook at Valdez.
Look at facts. Fights at 122.
Looks are deceiving, right?
Well, Valdez turned pro 132, and he's fought most of his career at featherweight.
By the way, not an uncommon with what we've seen. Of course, you know that better than anyone, having fought Manny Pacquiao.
This is a fight where I think...
Well, Valdez is just focused right now. Landing that
right hand to the body from Oscar.
Servania at distance.
Once to come in that front door. Multi-dimensions.
Now more body work from Valdez.
Shots. I just saw Servania land a quick left hook in the inside. I believe it was a right hand.
Valdez loves to loop those like a baseball sometimes.
Yeah. With a bat, right? That he learned a lot from his last time out. In the fighter meeting.
That was an entertaining fight against Mariaga.
Yes.
And a featherweight title fight. Oscar Valdez.
You know, with all the great history and tradition of the only Mexican fighter ever.
He was only 17 years old in those two.
There's the versatility.
At 119 pounds, then came back.
Giving Valdez the upper hand right here. He's able to go in, go outside. For the most part, Servania.
Valdez better be cautious. He's throwing
one-dimensional inside, coming forward straight ahead.
He's getting clipped. He's trying to get time by Servania able to
excuse me. Watch. He wastes a lot of movement. Unnecessary, and it can be timed.
With the hard jab.
Absolutely right. Behind the jab, Timmy.
Right in the pocket there.
Out of position. Good spot for Valdez to...
You know. Both heavies in it. There's that wide sweeping right intentions both men have when they get their combinations. Coming in there, comes back with a sweeping left hand.
Time the fourth shot.
Coming in from the long.
And he get hit with the third way.
The same speed.
Good final minute here of round number 2 from the undefeated titleist Oscar Valdez Jr. in action here in round 3 of our championship featherweight in New York, Madison Square Garden featherweight fight. December, but his ascent will be a long and
Servania.
And he stand right there. Just something about more dimensions from Valdez for now. The movement and the creativity from Valdez, more dimensions.
Valdez had 204.
Making his way around ringside. Bernie, what can you tell us?
He's coming right at you, no head movement.
Guard from Oscar.
And set up that left hook.
Right hand. This is his first fight in the U.S.
But his lead trainer, Mark Gill Milligan, had
not a lot of hospitality.
Side by side. Lead dog's not going to be barked.
Things because that's what kind of experience with the guy that's working his corner lead.
With Servania, great champion, lending his help on Perez. So that's right, Teddy. We are seeing an emerging, blossoming. I'm going to win a belt, and I'm come back, and I will star here in Oscar Valdez. Have a world title fight in Tucson.
What is the dimension? Physical dimension. And Valdez, not enough. When the other guy has right hands, left hooks, controlling range.
Good work that time by Genesis Servania.
Servania uses his legs, a lot of ways.
That left hand to the body. He just opens up with everything.
Like I said earlier.
Another body shot, then he comes with a right hand.
Valdez doesn't throw everything he throws.
Knockdown.
5, 6, you okay? You okay? Come to me. 7, 8, you okay?
His hands down.
Nearly incredulous to West Milton even asking.
Dimensions that we're talking about, not just moving away, that dimension. When you move off to the sun, catch you.
And he comes in with a right hand. Get the challenger on the attack. Oscar Genesis Servania.
Inside, you got to do with your hands up, and you got to make sure right hand. Up. Now again, same thing. Going out with left hand to move out. It's great to Servania. to the side, but you got to do it the right way.
A little unexpected drama in round number. Let's check in with what they're saying in Valdez's corner with Bernardo.
They told
That was something that I saw in the Mariaga fight.
just stay alert.
And a lot of
Towards the
fighters do
shoulder.
that, but they get away with it.
Things that
Now said during the telecast that he
described. That's what makes for an This is what makes for a good TV fight.
Because the J-Lo shutout going. All of a sudden, 10-9 rounds on my
Short
scorecard.
right hand on the inside.
Well, it looks like Servania's the stronger man right now. And not hurting him, but Servania's hitting Valdez.
Who's the stronger guy now? Back and forth they go. He doesn't look good. Knockdowns. Here they go. Big right hand rings in. He was on the canvas. Now he's on the attack.
One imposing physicality.
Valdez
on
better
the
be
other.
careful.
Sweeping
Snake.
right hand.
It's a danger
Running
snake.
down on Servania. Round 5. Genesis here for their hometown hero. Great stuff with the featherweight title on the
Big left tied the glove on the inside. Different ways to skin a cat, different ways to throw a left hook. Punches with bad intention.
He needed that knockdown. You know, being dropped in the. He needed a knockdown.
Philippines. Made his way to Japan. Came up tough. Overcoming so
To
many.
set up hard punches. Whoa, Valdez never went into that class. Those hard punches to land hard punches.
Left
Damage.
hand scores from Genesis. Trying to get around that guard with the left hook.
Hard
Right
jab.
hand.
You know what that hard jab does, Joe? Yeah, you want to be aggressive.
And sometimes hard jab.
The best out there.
Yeah.
He's going in for Valdez. Besides pulling out.
Get to the shot.
We saw that already. But when you're loading up, you leave a little hole sometimes.
Right.
Like that.
Like that.
Backing up the champ. First to close out a round.
How do you steal the first part of the round? Right here. Servania, the challenger, might
A
have.
little more effective down the stretch. 10 seconds. Bernardo.
I know you want to put on a show for the home crowd, but you need to. Oscar's father stepped up to that. Manny Robles stepped in and said, look, you need to be smart. You need to control the
Went
fight.
with a body shot there and doing so.
Combination.
Oscar went with.
But I see it landing possibly later in the fight when Oscar kind of fades and settles down. a little bit.
Exposed. Again, loading up on any shot. Tell you another thing. When you load up and you miss like that, guess what? Your body follows and you fall in a little bit. Sometimes it can be too much. We'll find out. You can be available. We'll find out late in the fight.
Absolutely everything, says Oscar. You shared that advice with him yesterday, Tim.
Then as I got older and matured as a fighter and had, 8 weeks. So it still shows that Oscar's still developing. You know, to have confidence in self.
Caught those right hands again.
There's a big right hand
Has to
again.
say, you worked enough. When he steps back, he's getting caught. Too much, and it can be detrimental.
Crowd trying to rally support as the Oscar starts up again.
How do you put your left hand? You fall out in front of the guy, and the guy lands.
He loves being aggressive. This golden opportunity that's in front of him. 10-8 rounds.
Valdez the good, all bad intentions, all power shots. The same thing. Again, the good shots, the bad. Sometimes the opponent can be right there.
Waiting on Valdez to pull out after a combination. Valdez is a bad habit hitting with the straight shots like that. And pulling out with his hands down.
Before any more fireworks go off, let me get out old today.
Happy birthday. Part of the meeting is that Valdez gets hit later in the fight. Shots on Valdez is later in the fight. He feels that's to be his best opportunity
to make sure he don't get hit. Finding a little off balance, and he's doing a pretty good job keeping him off balance. You got a strong guy in Servania. Set. How do you use that strength? Move to the side, keep him off balance. Don't let him be set.
Waiting on his hand right now. He's waiting on Valdez to do the work for him. Pull back, Valdez.
What I'm talking about, when you load up on something and you fall right in to a right uppercut.
Challenger
Is out there. That's
who doesn't know how to lose.
Jab to set the shots up. You step in, you don't reach it.
Valdez, manager, come over to the corner.
better make sure you're really going out the side door. Again, he went straight out the side door.
And got caught.
Got caught. You're going out the side door. You're still inside that shoulder.
When they felt their guy and had it in the danger zone to close it.
Well, what else would they
Shot
want?
with the left hand.
What else is the guy know how to do?
The vicious body shot by Valdez.
It's not like you're going to tell Servania, you know what, I want you to act like...
Taking advantage of the opportunities. I think something truly is.
Would you wait on one thing behind the 8 ball? Servania
Well, I
is
think that's the only opportunity he knows he has.
Emerging light heavyweight star. 11th, 10:30 Eastern. We saw Conlon earlier. Highlight that had a great title fight against Jesse Hart, and here Roberto Ramirez had a unanimous decision.
Months ago, the guy's sitting right in between us, Joe.
Yes.
Pretty darn great fighter right here.
Yes, Coach. I appreciate that.
So I'd just like to say, congratulations on your
World
retirement.
champion. We've been thrilled to be.
You know, he landed that left hook, Valdez.
He's waiting a little bit too long. He's getting beat to the punch. He's
blowing rounds doing this.
He's taking advantage of that
It
opportunity.
is a great opportunity, Jimmy, but I'll argue
that he has in pulling straight back.
that's a great one thing. He has an opportunity to get in the trenches. He's not doing it. He's looking for the one shot.
The early goings. Then we had the trade. Valdez seemingly 4-5, and some of the bigger rallies gathering points and rounds on the scoreboard. It's the championship rounds. Stay with us. All 4 coming in onto right hand from Oscar Valdez, and that's home fans.
Now you made the point in the last round, Timmy. Servania should just be willing to got him here to the dance. Jam, get in. And you said, well, Valdez is not cooperating. Take that tack. But you lose with what brought you here. Take that attitude.
He came out the gate firing that jab. He must have heard you.
You're going to lose. The guy's going to outbox. Make him do that. But at least you know that you brought what you needed to bring.
Jab also coming up short on that right hand behind the jab. Fortunately, Oscar perhaps a little more willing.
Win or lose after this fight. Does need to go back to the drawing board, go back to the gym. Correct that habit of going out or to the side with your hands down. Down the road, you pay a price. Little head clash right there.
There it is.
Things just being just a little too wide at times too, Teddy, right?
Yes. And if you don't correct that,
left hand to the body from Oscar. And I think the good work, one big shot as Valdez boxes his way to a lead on Teddy down the stretch here, and now an exchange to close out the 11th. Returning home here to Tucson, looking to defend things here in the beginning round here. 12th and final round as he lets loose. A little more than that, my friend. Stalking in a right.
don't go anywhere. You got it.
Well, this is going to be
straight in front.
good exchange.
They don't know anything, these guys, except fight.
Baby.
Yes, sir.
He wears his heart on his sleeve.
You're a head kid, box, move around. Now I think I'm gonna go get him.
Servania's very game. He's still in this fight. He's still second.
Taking a big shot. Valdez, everything he loads up on. Now. Servania is running on fumes right now.
Servania is waiting on his opportunity. Waiting a little bit.
You wondered if Servania is running on fumes? Just look at that last. Got in close, he didn't punch. He needs to rest.
Oscar comes forward for their hometown champ to retain things. Valdez, Servania, they traded knockdowns and they take it to the limit.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard, and it reads as follows.
The homecoming, and in the arms of Manny's trainer.
10. Judge Martinez, 119 to 111. And Judge Taylor scores it 117 to 109. And still, WBO featherweight